Made it. I'm here.
Hi, guys.
Woo! What a day. Oh, I can see a hair pulling in my face. Tuesday's tip. Who's here? Come on down. Let's get busy. Get busy. Woo! I see a few people coming on in. Hurry up. Let's do it. We got some Tuesday tips to bring on in. There's my girl, Amy. Hi, Amy. And Heidi's joining us. Yay. So is Kimberly Gray. She's just kicking some butt, you guys. There's Kayla, one of my Nutra coaches. And Jenny's in the house. Come on in, everybody. Look at you, Vanessa. Good afternoon. It's so good to see everybody. I'm so glad you're all streaming in. It's been taking a while. And apologies, I've got workout hair. I'm doing the best that I can, and I might have to take this jacket off. I'm just still haven't cooled down from my big old workout today. Something I want to give a shout out to a product that I saw on Shark Tank. And I'm telling you something that was so interesting. First of all, if can I just see some laughy faces for people who absolutely despise sports bras? I mean, are they a joke or what? I mean, I see sports bras. If you don't have much to hold down, you get some easy sports bras. Otherwise, you get these things that basically are supposed to hold you down, right? And here you are, you get a bra when you're walking around, and you spend all this money for a bra and you're in your regular life. And then you go to the gym where you're bouncing all over Kingdom Come and you've got this like uniboob thing going on. You look like you've got a big summer sausage stuffed into this bra. And it makes no sense. And you put it on over your head and you feel like you're being strangled. Oh my gosh, I just can't even go there. So I will just tell you, I have spent a fortune on stupid sports bras that never work. They either kind of get caught up into my head here and I'm thinking, will this ever end? And by the time you wiggle them down and get your uniboob on, you look really first of all, the uniboob, who wants that? I don't care if you're at the gym. I don't care where you are. No one wants a uniboob. A uniboob is not a pretty thing. That's number one. Number two, it's like wrestling an alligator to get that thing on over your head. And they're just not, they're worthless. Then you're, running on the treadmill and, the girls are like hitting you up in the face. I'm serious. So I hate sports bras, and I've spent a small fortune on keep trying this new one. Will this one work? Will this one work? Well, finally, years ago, and we record Shark Tank. So we were watching Shark Tank, and this She Fit sports bra thing was on, and it like made sense. It crossed in the back, so that gives you the support on the top. It comes along the side, so you don't have all this armpit boob hanging out. And then it tucks around in the bottom so that you can cinch the girls in. I am telling you, it's my first time wearing. I would show you, I would do the whole sports bra Mia Hamm thing, but I'm just not that confident just yet. But I finally caved and I spent $70 on a sports bra called SheFit.com. They have not asked me to do this, nothing. But this sucker holds the girls in. It keeps them where they need to be. You're not flopping all over Kingdom Come. You're not you don't have to wrestle it on and asphyxiate yourself. And it deals with boob fat. It holds the girls up, and you don't have like these. The other thing that I hate are those little teeny weeny pads that almost look like nipple guards that just you put it on and then they roll up and it's over. Come on. Anyway, sorry, I just went off on a sports bra rant. But I found something that finally works. And there's a quiz. It fits you. It's a woman entrepreneur. Support the women. And it costs a small fortune. But I will tell you, it comes with a laundry bag. The way that they do it, the whole way that they send it out and everything. I was like, really like, We should all take a marketing lesson from these people. They did a great job. And I'm telling you, there is nothing better than having a sports bra that works for you. I always hated putting on a sports bra and just wrestling that sucker to the ground and thinking, is it me? Am I the one with the weird can't get this thing on? Anyway, shefit.com. Not affiliated with them. If they tell them I sent you, they don't know who I am, but I'm telling you, I'm in love with this thing, and it is the best sports bra I've ever worn in my life. The end. All right, now that I've done my sports bra rant, let's get busy. We got some things to do today. Today it's Tuesday's tip is talking about perspective, because a perspective changes everything. And sometimes our perspectives are all out of whack. And sometimes we put so much stock in what our perspective is and what we think about that we don't have a chance to turn it all around. And what you think about expands. So things can get really kind of, squirrely. And we want to fix that. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But I want you to not forget that we have the Full Bloom event coming up. It's not that far away, April 18th. Find out about it here. Go to savingdinner.com/bloom. If you need to meet some people in the flesh and you just need to find people who are like-minded, love you up, support you, encourage you, help you on your journey, you want all the things, this is the place to be. It's going to be right here in Brevard, North Carolina. I can't wait. And we have Mindful mugs that we are giving out for free. You can win them. Just share this video to public. Say something about it. If you share, you care. Say something about it, and I will be looking through that. And next Friday, I will be saying, hey, you won. Not this Friday, but the next Friday after that. Yeah, you got some work to do. You can also get one of these if you spend $250 in our shop. Not hard to do, because you could pile on the supplements and get yourself situated for months to come. That's all you need to do. Just go get them for $250, and you will get all the Mindful mugs sent there for free, and maybe even an encouraging note from me, if you're that person. I check them every day, And I also want to say thank you for supporting us. When you support us, you're supporting, a small business, a small women-run business. We have all women in this business, all of them. Jenny, Danny, well, Mark too, but Mark, he gets an estrogen-free card because he helps and supports us so much. I mean, this man puts up with a lot. He's a good guy, and we give Mark our love for helping out, because he does a good job with our distribution. So yes, please, support this company. This is how we do stuff. This is why we're around 19 years later. Hot melt mix, wah, wah, wah. That's my 3D thingy. Hot melt mix is this. This is what I drink every day. You always ask. It's electrolytes, it's MCT oil, and it's exogenous ketones. Keeps you in ketosis, keeps you hydrated. MCT oil puts it all on jet fuel, and guess what? You feel fabulous. Fabulous. Put ships free in the little promo window when you check out, and we will ship it to you free. But here's the other thing. Add all the other things that you want from the shop. That ships free too, because that's how we are. I know you like that. I do. All right. So end of the week, by the way, Full Bloom closes. So if that's something that you're interested, go check it out at savingdinner.com/bloom. Don't forget to get on our list, email list, or you're going to miss all the goodies that we have coming up. We share recipes all the time. We share this, that, and the other thing. And, I don't want you to miss out on it. We have all the good things. Well, today we're going to be talking about perspective. Perspective. Do you have, what is a good and shiny perspective? I don't know. Some people do, and some people don't. And some people put so much stock in their perspective that they forget that there's other people out there with different perspectives. We see this all the time, don't we? We see this because we're polarized. We are a polarized people. We are in a cultural divide. There's politics, there's food, there's religion, and we all think we have the one-upsmanship on each other, and we all think we've got the answers. We know this is the truth. Is it? Let's talk perspective. The only person you're destined to become is the person you decide to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that, and this is a really good lesson in perspective because your decision making is the deciding factor on what your perspective is going to be and what your success is going to be as well. Your success directly follows your belief system. It directly follows it because you have beliefs, then you have thoughts, then you have feelings, then you have actions based on that or non-actions. You know what the procrastination word. And then you get your results based on all of that stuff. But it starts with a belief system. So if you believe you can't do it, you will prove yourself right every single time. That's your perspective. Your perspective is based on your beliefs. And when our beliefs are out of whack and our beliefs are not based on the real truth, then it's crazy town. And I don't know what to do about that, honestly. I cannot fix that for you except steer you to the place of showing you that what you think about expands. I mean, it expands and fills the space. This is now your belief system. And that's why we have to always come back to that, because everything that we believe about ourselves, about our universe or whatever, we are going to be looking for the evidence to support that. And then it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger, even if we're off in left field. You know, you think about people who believe some really bogus, awful things, you know. They'll say, you know, they'll make some kind of a, you know, I'm not going to go into the whatever, but they'll say that, you know, this is the worst thing ever, talking about purple jackets. Purple jackets are the worst thing ever. Purple jackets are a pox upon a nation. And then what are they going to see? They're going to start to see purple jackets everywhere, and they're going to see people wearing purple jackets poorly. And because they see that, they're going to say, see, there's the evidence for all of that. Because we have this thing called the reticular activating system that looks for the evidence of the things that we think about. Always. We see this when we decide to buy a car. We are going to say, I want a blue Prius, and that's the end of it, and it needs to be this certain year, and all of that. And suddenly there they are all over the road. Is it because they suddenly popped up? Is it because they were never there before? No, it's because we have activated that part of our brain that is now looking for it. And we can always do that ourselves with whatever it is that we're trying to put together. So, for example, if we're trying to lose weight and we're saying to ourselves, I can never lose weight. I walk by a bakery and I smell it and it's over and I gain 5 pounds. Or if I do this or I do that and it's just really hard, your brain is going to say, okay, we're going to make it hard. You can't lose weight. Okay, check on that one. And every single thing that you're doing in that whole realm is going to come true because your brain is almost like a genie in a bottle. You know, your wish is my command is how your brain acts. But if you look at it from a different perspective and you change your perspective and you base it on what you know, this is why we teach the way we teach in Take Back Your Life in the Hot Melt Club. We're constantly teaching different things. This is what you need to know about your body. Last week we did a master class on endorphins because endorphins are a magical, mysterious things that we've only known about for 40 years. And with a little bit of knowledge, it helps you to fine tune your perspective of what your body's capable of doing. When we understand that, and we apply just a little bit of science, and I'm not, I geek out on this stuff. I'm not asking you to geek out. I'll bring it down to you and hand it to you in a way that is usable and doable, because that kind of stuff helps us to become better than where we were before. The more we know, the better we can be. It's just that simple. And the more we know when it's good stuff and when it's good, juicy, healthy stuff and when it's like, aha, my sleep is so critically and crucial and important, I'm going to stop being, this ridiculous night owl staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning, binge watching on Netflix. Or I'm going to get off my phone earlier. I'm going to do these different things to dial that one particular thing in. Your perspective, though, cannot change until you get some new, empowering information. This is why we have to constantly be educating ourselves. We have to be constantly in the weeds looking for where is the buried truth? Where is the treasure that is going to help me and fine tune my particular journey? And I'm one who believes 100%, and you've heard me say this before, that we can't just take something off the rack, put it on, and expect it to fit. You know, it's every time a man goes and buys a suit, he never goes and buys a suit off the rack and walks out with it. He buys a suit, you know, he gets the general gist of what the right size is, and then they call the tailor in. They hem the pants, they fix the shoulders, the length on the sleeve, you know, they bring it in, they take it out, whatever it is that they need to do, but it is tailor fit for him. So when that man wears the suit, it's beautiful. Years ago when I was in, and years ago when some of you weren't even born, years ago when I was a sales rep, I would go to Nordstrom and or Brooks Brothers or whatever, and I would buy women's suits. Back in those days, we wore suits, women's suits, and I learned how to tie all kinds of fancy silk ties. I learned how to do all kinds of things, and you know, this is what we did back in the day. And on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, you can see a picture of me in my full glory in the 80s with the big aqua neck bangs and a gorgeously tied tie. I'm sitting there with the Governor Duke Magian. It was a Young Republicans thing in California way back in the day. I'm going to say probably late 80s. And there I was in my Brooks with the pleated, you know, skirt and all of that. But that was the thing that you did. Same thing for women. Those suits were tailored and they were beautiful. I even remember that after I quit, you know, being a sales rep and got rid of all those, I got rid of a lot of the suit parts, but I kept a lot of the jackets because the jackets just fit me incredibly. You know, we buy things off the rack and think they're going to fit. But when they're tailored and they're made for us, that's something you don't want to give up. This is the same thing with how it is when we approach, well, I need to lose weight. One size does not ever fit all. And if you think it has something to do with you, you just need to keep trying a new program. What it isn't that at all. It's about your perspective. It's about, does this work? Is this something that fits into your lifestyle? Is this something that you can do for a long period of time? Because I promise you, the carousel of crazy is just one after the other of one kind of diet versus another kind of diet, going back to the same thing and then just messing the whole thing up again. We do that up and down and up and down and round and round and round and round, constant carousel of crazy. And we get discouraged. We stop. We say, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. And then we get something that makes us say, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. I got to do something. Oh my gosh, look at that picture. My doctor said this. And we start over with the carousel of crazy. Find the guru, find the diet, find the book, find the program, find the something, and lose the weight, then go back to the way we ate, put the weight back on, add some more pounds to that, get frustrated, just throw the whole thing out, and then all of a sudden there's something else that wakes us up and says, uh-oh, bad, we got to fix this. And back on the carousel of crazy we go. Have you noticed what the thing is that we do is that we have the same approach? Maybe Jenny Craig will do it. Maybe Weight Watchers will help me. Oprah's part of it, Weight Watchers. She's never steered me wrong before. Oh, did you see that gal who was on Good Morning America? I bet you she can help me. Without ever consulting yourself, without looking deep within, without doing the work yourself to get the education that you need for yourself to become empowered. Because your perspective is that everybody else knows, everybody else is an expert, everybody else holds the key to what your personal struggle is. Is that so? If that is so, then how come you haven't found it yet? I mean, is it going to be what, you're going to be 90 years old and still going through this and saying, maybe this one's going to work? I don't think so. I think we have to start with basic principles of what equals good nutrition. And as long as it's whole food based, we can start there. And if we can start with the whole food, then we can start moving into the other way. We can start moving into a different perspective. And then when we figure out our hunger hormones and we figure out that we are human beings, we're not cows out in the pasture having to graze all day long because we don't have 5 stomachs. And we can understand that cutting off the eating a little bit and only eating when we're hungry, stopping when we're satisfied, not full, then we're going to see the connection between our hunger hormones, correcting them, healing them, and eating for good health. And what happens when we do that? What happens when we do that and we're instead of just focusing, oh my gosh, the scale said this today, and therefore I'm just going to wig out and go binge. Instead of doing that stupidity that we've done for so long, that's the carousel of crazy, we instead say, I'm in this for the long haul. I'm in this because I want to take care of my body. I'm in this because I'm sick of the pain. I'm sick of the bloating. I'm sick of feeling bad. I'm sick of being on the scale. I'm sick to death of thinking about this all the time. I want room in my life for the other stuff. And I want to play full out in my life. I want to participate. I want to get on the rides with my kids or grandkids at the amusement park. I want to be in the family photos and not feign that I have to go to the bathroom or go do this. I want to go put a bathing suit on and not make an excuse on why I can't. When we have all these reasons for why we can't do things and we keep doing the same crazy things that we do, our perspective is warped. It's not right. It needs correction. And it starts with you. You cannot correct a perspective that's completely out of whack if you continue to do the same thing over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. But the definition of understanding yourself is knowing within, yes, this works. Yes, I can do this thing. Yes, for the rest of my life, I can drink a cup of bone broth. Yes, for the rest of my life, I'll drink that delicious smoothie. For the rest of my life, I can do this. I can not eat for 12 hours at a time and correct my hunger hormones. And I think too, that when we understand the why behind what we are doing, and it's not just, the guru says this, therefore, instead of blind allegiance, it's educated knowing. Then you can take that information and say, this works for me, but I have to fine tune it just this much. I have to do this one little thing because it's not just that. It's also this, because that's who I am. And I say to you, high five, sister. You got it. Because that's the stuff that gets us off the carousel of crazy, that corrects a warped perspective, and that brings us back to the place of understanding that inside of us, inside that beautiful self that we have, is our intuition, it's our knowing, it's our own inner nutritional guru, it's the Holy Spirit, it's our empathy, it's our love and generosity, our care, and our ability to see things differently. It's the flexibility that's all within us. And that's the part that needs developing, along with get your butt to the gym or get up and do something, drink and hydrate, eat real food and stay away from the garbage and the crap. It's all of that. And it all goes together. And when that stuff is in place, you start to dial in. You start to redefine. You start to fine tune your exact customized, personalized plan. And suddenly, life looks completely different. And you work from your knowing. You become an intuitive eater. You're off the carousel of crazy. And yes, maybe you have your weight loss is there and then maybe it slows down a little bit, but you're confident that you're in the right company, that you're in the right community, because part of your life is having a community that supports you. Because when you've got the community that supports you, when you've got the coaching that you need, when you've got the ideas, all the things in place, life becomes very, very fun and juicy, and you have no choice but to be in it all the way. You don't. Because it's at this point, it becomes exciting. It's no longer the same old, same old. It is now, oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. This is how I can apply this in my life, right? You did that with endorphins. I heard a lot of you say, wow, cool. There's all kinds of cool stuff out there. And as we learn, as we apply, as we do, as we are consistent and persistent with our actions, all the things change, reinforcing our new perspective. giving us the evidence of the things that we're looking for. And that is the game changer. That's when there's no more carousel of crazy. That's when there's just a higher up-leveled life and a bunch of people in it who are doing the same thing that you are, and you are saying, glory, hallelujah, I finally got off that dang carousel of crazy. Because who wants that? Who wants that? We get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And sick and tired never works. Sick and tired is not going to get you where you want. One more time. Oh gosh, here we go again. Have you heard yourself say that? I've said that, I can't even tell you, a million times. And when you see yourself as stuck and nothing working, you're going to stay stuck and nothing's going to work. But if you can take a look and see there's a whole lot more inside of you than you're giving yourself credit for, and there's people out there who are going to support you, and there's coaching that you can get, and there's programs that will help you to dial it in personally for you. That's when the needle moves. And I'm not talking about just on the scale, but I'm talking in your life too. I'm excited about that, you know? I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about all of you who are in those programs with me. And I love holding you up. And I love seeing you guys have the success that you're having. That just does my heart good. So with all that said, it's time to get busy. I got to get to work. I've got, it is Take Back Your Life Q&A today. So I will see you in the Take Back Your Life group. Looking forward to your questions. And I just want to remind you that if you want to get free shipping, it's Hot Melt Mix this week. Hot Melt Mix. And don't forget to put ships free in the little code. You can add anything you want to the box. Anything you want. And if it goes over $250, I'll give you a bonus. Ba-dum, ba-bum. A mindful mug. Mindful mugs are where it's at, baby. That's what I say. It's all where it's at. All right, I'm going to get busy. Busy with my Hot Melt Mix. Because I'm telling you what. I am thirsty, I'm still sweaty, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm going to just say my perspective is I did it. I left it all on the floor. I didn't kill myself, but I left it on the floor. I gave it everything I had. And you know what? You give it everything that you have. You start plugging all these things into your perspective, and bingo, bango, boom. You're going to see things from a whole different point of view. All right? A whole different point of view. Life is good. Life is really good, especially when your perspective is changing and shaping you into the woman that you want to become. I want you to bloom, full bloom. I don't want you to just stay the way you are. I want you to have the level of life that you want. That's how it works. All right? What do you think of that? All right. Peace be with you. I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.